So, yes, first and foremost, I have to come in here, and everybody who asked me to watch Scandal and, be a part of the show, I just want to say fuck you. Let me start off by saying that, because now y'all got me going crazy. I am up here going crazy watching this show. So, I have officially caught up with Scandal and all the scandalousness, and oh my gosh. So this is me just talking about season 1 and 2. I'm going to group it together. I'm not going to go ahead and do some people wanted me to do season 2 and talk about each episode, but being that season 3 is here, I'm going to put my time and my energy into season 3. So immediately following this video, make sure you click my season 3 episode 1 recap. Yes honey, let's get into it. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the characters, tell you what I love and what I don't like about Scandal, okay? Which I love the show. Let me put that out there. I absolutely love this show. I don't know why y'all did this to me. I just feel, y'all, I was sitting here, I took my weekend and I caught up on Scandal. I started Friday. It is Sunday morning. I was done last night, honey. All what I watched, 29 episodes, 29 hours of my life went to Scandal this weekend because, child, I could not stop. We're going to start with the gladiators first. Okay, let's start with them first. The first gladiator I'm going to talk about is the one that's not fair no more. I forget his name. There's so much that went on. But the little Italian dude that slept with the hookers, had the fiance. Like, what happened to him? I really liked him. But maybe he just didn't want to be a part of Scandal. Maybe he didn't know if shit was going to pop off. If y'all have some information about him, let me know. Abby. I don't like Abby. Let me tell you why. She gets on my nerve. Like, she has something bad to say about everybody. I mean, I understand what Abby went through, her past, her husband beating her, all the other kind of stuff, but girl, you need to calm down, Abby. Like, why are you always going at people? You know what I'm saying? When she figured out Huck stole Lindsay or whatever, first you was mad at Lindsay, you didn't like her. Then when Huck's stealing, you mad at him and you got something to say about it. She's just so critical, and I don't like that. Like, you're a gladiator, be a part of the team and shut up. And she did prove she was part of the team. Let me just say that when she stole the Cytron car. But the bitch had second thoughts. She didn't know what she was going to do. She was stigmatized and she was about to betray Olivia. Okay, so it's just, sometimes she get on my nerves. She always want to go at Olivia or go at somebody. Girl, you need to take a chill pill. But again, maybe that's what makes her Abby. Maybe some people love it, but I do not like you. Harrison, he is so cute, baby. That drawn in hairline, y'all, the whole first season, I was looking like, why his hair look, what is wrong? I just could not figure out what was going on with Columbus Short and his drawn in hairline. Baby, I googled it. Okay, I was like, what is going on with his hair? Like, they didn't draw it in. Child, I don't know what's going on with that, but moving on, I really like his character. I really like him. I feel like he's the strongest of the gladiators. He really does what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it, no questions asked, and he fine, so he can stay on the show all he wants to. I'm loving Harrison and his whole character. We haven't got a lot of background on him as we got background on other people. There's one background you just haven't really gotten into yet. Lindsay / Quinn. So I'm going to call her Quinn. Some people call her Baby Spy because she's working with Huck now, which I love their relationship. Quinn, she gets on my nerves, but I like her. I'm going to say that. She gets on my last nerve. Like, she always like, why don't we question Olivia? Why? Maybe that's just her being new and coming in and not knowing that you just don't question what Olivia does because you know she's doing it for a greater good, and she maybe just has to have that mind frame. Maybe, but she gets on my nerves with that. And I understand her life was taken from her, you know, by Olivia, Verna, all of them. They just messed up that girl's entire life. And really, it was, oh boy, I forget his name. You know, the Texas redneck dude. I forget his name, but y'all, she needs to over the hill. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? She needs to get over it. It's like, you're Quinn now. You have a new life. And as we see, like, her daddy's not answering her phone calls. I mean, it was just so much bigger than her and bigger than, you know, the deception freaking scandal. It was so bigger than them. It was just so much going on. And I think she just has to understand, like, they saved her. Like, they could have very well sat back and let you take that charge and go to jail. They could have did that, but Verna and Olivia felt like it was just wrong. They didn't want to, you know, they didn't know about the explosion and all that. So at the end of the day, they saved you. It was other motherfuckers who's going to let you take that fall, especially Cyrus. Lord, and we just going to get on him next. Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Cyrus, girl. Cyrus gets on my nerve one episode, and I'm like, no, Cyrus got to go. Then the next episode, he's like going off and making me laugh. So I have like a love-hate relationship with him. I don't trust his ass, because he was about to shoot his damn husband. So his husband would not go in there and testify against him. He was about to have him shot, girl. He was about to have him shot. Cyrus has a lot of stuff with him, and he supposedly does it because, you know, they got a lot to protect from the United States and all this other kind of stuff. Girl, Cyrus, you need to get it together. Like, I feel like Olivia, like, one minute I fucking hate Cyrus, and the next minute he's just my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was telling her, you know, basically you need to walk away from this, like, y'all are not gonna be together, talking about her and the president, you know, you would mess up the country and all that. Like, wait, bitch, I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just in there one minute, and the next minute, you know, and I'm moving to season 3, but when he exposed her name, he's like, you gotta come back and be by his side. Why? You just told me I need to go away. Like, what do you want, Cyrus? Like, he is just a trip, honey. Cyrus, love-hate relationship, love him on the show. Cyrus's husband, he brings a great element to the show. He shows the other side of Cyrus, his weakness, kind of. So I really love him on the show. James is his name. I love them and their little brown baby. Huck is probably my favorite person. We've learned a lot about his past. Like, he had a family, like B1369, whatever that shit is. He was a part of that. It was just really, his history behind him is so deep. Like, y'all, I was so mad what they was doing with him when they thought he was the one that shot the president. I was so mad they was waterboarding him. I was just like, oh my God, I felt so bad for him. Then when fucking Charlie put him in that storage locker and knew what it would do to him, like, Huck, he take for the team. I mean, Abby and them go through shit too. Huck getting his ass whooped. Becky killed his family, y'all. Oh my God. So Huck is really my favorite person. He's so loyal, and I think there's just so much to him, and hopefully, you know, he opens up and he continues to progress and not go backwards, because like sometimes he goes forward from that life and then something happens and it just takes him back. So I really want to see him move forward, but who knows, because he didn't create Quinn into a just mini-me of him. My arch enemy, yes bitch, Melly. Girl, I'm about to get you together. Melly, let me tell you something about yourself, okay? You do not. Let me tell you why I don't like Melly. I don't even like Melly for the manipulative shit she do. Like, she manipulate Fitz and Cyrus. She lies and she spin these webs of lies. She just do so much shit. But that is not why I don't like Melly. Let me tell you why I don't like Melly, bitch. Because when you look at Olivia Pope, bitch, when you knew she was sleeping with your husband, when you made the phone call for her to come see your husband so he can have a good night's rest, when you sat there and looked her in her face and told her, I'm doing my job, why you couldn't do yours, you want to break up with him, if it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened, you should, girl, child, I have to calm down. Girl, what? And then all of a sudden you want him back and you in love, and girl, Melly, bitch, please, you do not get to do that. That is like a fucking child. If you see that child doing something wrong and you just, it's okay, you know, no, nip that shit in the bud, and you did not do that. So guess what? You lost your husband willingly to Olivia Pope. Girl, what? Girl, you gave her permission. You knew it was going on and you did nothing. You just sat back in the reins, being the first lady and waving and faking pregnancies and shit, and like it was all good. And so now all of a sudden you want to have a problem with it? Like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, I'm over you. What? Girl, how dare you, Melly? How dare, and you want to sit there and go on national TV, my husband was having an affair, girl, you knew about it and you didn't do anything. Girl, you should have nipped that shit in the bud way back when you found out. When you seen Fitz groping Olivia in that fucking elevator and she didn't react how she was supposed to, because if somebody just groping you and trying to attack you and you really trying to fight them out, you're going to be hysterical. Olivia was like, oh, it's cool, yeah, it's cool. No, bitch, it ain't cool. You knew something was up right then and there, and you let the shit go on, and you knew. You called that bitch to come see your husband so he could have a good night's break. Girl, what? And now you want to have a problem? Now it's an issue? When you want your husband back because you feel like there's still a chance he may love you? No, you let that go on far too long, and you called upon his mistress to fix him, bitch. You called her. You said, come on, do your job, Olivia. Girl, I'm over Melly. That's one reason I'm over Melly. Then she using this man kids against him. Like, bitch, you are just the utmost ill. You're ill. Then You know what I'm saying? You want to make all these demands and all this other kind of stuff. Girl, please. Girl, I hope by the season finale of fucking Scandal, Fitz and Olivia is together, bitch, and you're somewhere off in the distance. That's what I just hope. Because, girl, I don't like you for that reason. You let this woman sleep with... You knew this woman was sleeping with your man. You condoned it. You caught her to do it. And now you have an issue? See... That's why I don't like Melly. The other reason why I don't like Melly is because I don't like the manipulative shit. She lying on Cyrus, you know, lying here, lying there. Girl, please, what do you want, Melly? What do you really want? Because you're lost. You are a lost cause. That's what I'm gonna call you. People are like, oh yes, Melly. No, bitch, no, Melly, because chow cheese. Let's talk about Fitz. Yes. So the president, you know, I don't know what to think about this man, because I don't know if he really loves Olivia. Or, you know, I think he loves her, but it's just like, what's the greater good in his situation? Now, I like him. I think he's a fine, older, young gentleman. Yes, God. Yes, yes. I love his character. But it's like he has no backbone. Like, 1 minute, Melly's able to, like, manipulate him. He all on her side, and he against Cyrus. Then the next minute, Cyrus able to manipulate him, and then he all on his side, and he don't know which way to go. You're the president of the United States. Like, have a backbone, you know. And maybe his backbone was taken from him when he found out about deception. I can definitely understand the way he felt like the American people wanted him there and he was doing a job. But then he found out he really lost, and the American people didn't want him there, and he's not supposed to be doing that job. So I can understand why his trust was messed up and why he really just did not. He probably lost his way a little bit. I mean, somebody tried to assassinate him. Hell, the brain injury probably messed him up too. He ain't got the right decision-making tools. I mean, but my goodness, President, get it together. I want the president to get it together. He does not have it all the way together. Like, the funniest thing to me was him having Olivia watch. Like, what are you doing? Like, whoa, buddy, you just told her that you did not want anything to do with her. Like, you can't control your erections around her, but this isn't, we're over? You really said that to her? Really? And then you want to have her watch and make sure she doesn't have a boy? President, you're a married man, mind you. A married man with 3 children, mind you. What are you doing? He need to get it together. The president needs to get it together. All the way together in a box. What? It don't make no sense to me. I don't know what he want from Olivia or who or what. Like, what is his problem? I'm gonna briefly talk about David Rosen, who has the worst luck. His luck is worse than Hook's, okay? Because, my God, David Rosen, goodness, everything has happened to David Rosen, but at the end of the day, he took it back. Now, I was pissed off. He stole that Cytron car. He started that shit with Billy Chambers. He did all that shit. Oh, girl, I wanted to get David so bad. I wanted to get him, but they should have known they couldn't trust him. He is the law. He is justice. He wants his white hat on. That is what he's always after. That was always him. So what made them think he was going to change? The gladiators were slipping, and I'm going to that betrayal is because of Abby motherfucking ass. If you wasn't messing around with him, you know what I'm saying, that would have been a clean sweep. They wouldn't have trusted him. But you know what, they probably took your word because you, girl. Anyway, so David Rosen, we know he's fine now, but golly, he went through the ringer. Olivia put him through the ringer. It maybe was for the greater good, but she put him through the ringer. He has bad luck, but I don't know how I'm going to feel about him this season. We're going to see, because last season he pissed me off. I was mad at him, but then again he did the right thing. He gave the card to Cyrus, and I was so happy Cyrus snatched that fucking card. I was sick of that Cytron card. I was like, why would you put it in a safe? Why would you keep the evidence on the card? Why not give it to Hook? Why not? You have all the evidence in that little card, Olivia. Burn it. Why did they keep the card around for so long? Why, when y'all did this shit in Defiance, you didn't make sure the computer geek wouldn't get the card? Why was it such a messy job? But you know, hey, it's a TV show and they gotta make it, the shit popping and off. So I love it. So now that card is destroyed, hopefully that is the end of Defiance and Billy Chambers and all that bullshit. Next person I want to talk about. So we're gonna get down on in with Olivia Pope, baby. Yes, yes, yes. So Olivia Pope, couple of questions about her, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly, you know, people like, it's her judgment. Olivia's judgment is off fucking track. What she rely on is facts and everything, because her judgment don't always be right, girl. That gut feeling. Like, when I first started watching, I was like, this girl is going off a gut feeling, girl. What if you hungry? What if that's what it is? It's not your gut feeling, girl. I don't know. So at first when I was watching, I was like, okay, whatever, because I'm not a huge Kerry Washington fan. I will say that. To me, she kind of acts the same in all of her movies, but we're not gonna go there because I really like Scandal, and I like her in Scandal. I like her role, and I'm living for it. So one, why is she always wearing white? What is up with that, girl? What is up with, I mean, she looks stunning, don't mind you, and I wish I looked as good in white as she does, but why is she always wearing white? I mean, her hair be laid to the side, her hair be laid, yes, her hair be laid, but why is she always wearing white? I just don't understand that. What else I had about Olivia Pope? I really like her. I like that she has a white hat too. She really goes for the justice and what's good at the time, and she doesn't take on a client if she don't feel like it's a greater good. So I really like Olivia Pope. When it comes to, some people call her a hoe. Now, I live by the Nene Leakes philosophy. I remember when Nene Leakes was on a reunion show and she was talking to Kim when she had the big nose and everything already. She told Kim, close your legs to marry men. Close your legs to married men. And Olivia, girl, I mean, I understand the attraction was there. It was so deep and it was so, you know, yes, God, honey, he's giving me everything I want right now. He's the president, but girl, close your legs to marry men. I'm not going to sit here and call you a hoe. I won't do it to you. Okay, because she really, I mean, okay, she slept with the president, she slept with Jake, she slept with Edison, and that's all the ones I've seen her sleep with. But girl, I mean, I wouldn't call her a hoe. I would say she made a horrible decision, and she's paying for it. Karma's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You sleeping with somebody's husband, now you can't have him, now shit is popping off, and you know, hey, you getting what you asked for. That's what happens when you sleep with a married man. There's so much shit that goes on in the marriage. Like, some married men don't leave their wives. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I don't know, but I will say this. When Melly was about to make her interview and the president, I thought he was going to the Blair house to get the shit back, and he was like, you know, all that other kind of stuff. When the president, honey, he went to Olivia, he went to Olivia's house, y'all. I was like, oh my God. Y'all, I was screaming. I was like, President, girl, what are you doing? What is going on? But she told him to earn her, and he did just that. He was like, you are for me, I'm for you, and we're going to sit here these 22 minutes, watch that clock run out, and then we're going to fuck until the morning. And that's what they did, and I loved every minute of it. I was screaming and hollering in, yes. So, and if he's willing to put his presidency on the line, I will say this. Although he's married and he's willing to put his presidency on the line for Olivia Pope, that's love. He's about to give up his career, his reputation, what the American people think about him for Olivia Pope. And I personally love it. I love that. Their chemistry is awesome. Again, what I want to happen by the season finale, whenever that's going to be, whether it's after season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I will be watching and reviewing. I want them to end up together. Now, I don't want, you know, I want Melly to get a grip on life. I really do. I want her to realize what she calls that. You got your husband acting a fool. You let him be with her. You knew he was with her. I'm not going to go on. I'm going to go in all the way again. So anyway, thank y'all, and then fuck y'all for making me watch this, because oh my God, I was acting a fool watching this. This is too much. This is too much, baby. Too much. Too much for me to deal with. It's too much. Goodness gracious. So anyways, I loved it. And I hope y'all tune into my reviews, because I will be reviewing Scandal. My review should be up by that Saturday. Every Saturday my review should be up. You know how I am. But the review will be up. And we also have Walking Dead coming up, so I'll be doing that as well. So thank you all. I love you guys, and I hate you guys at the same time, because now I cannot wait. God. And I'm going to go on record and say this. At this point, I am more excited about Scandal than I am True Blood. And that's, y'all know how I love True Blood. Oh my God, I love True Blood. But again, it's ending. And you know, these past few seasons hasn't lived up to, you know, what we're used to in True Blood. So I can say Scandal is the point. If I had to put it on the list, True Blood is still at the top. Then it'll be Scandal, then it'll be Walking Dead. I just had to go on record and say that. Yes, God. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. And yes, remember my reviews will be up every Saturday on Scandal. If I can put them up the night it comes on, I will try. But we shall see, because y'all know how I get busy. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and y'all stay lovely.